Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to whatever the hell's on your screen right now. We're back again. A legal den getting buffed. Rusty sickle. A new dexterity weapon. Finally, my beloved. I'm genuinely really excited for whenever the next update comes out. Which, I don't even think we can joke anymore and say it'll be in like 6 to 8 months because we've been getting a lot of updates recently. But anyways, update on the cooking arc. I don't know why I did it like that. I don't know why I said it like that. So, when I woke up today, I was like, what she said. I was like that, and I was thinking to myself, I'm hungry, but if I just make myself breakfast right now, I'm going to forget to make the coconut curry later, because that's what I wanted to make. That's the next thing that I wanted to make. And so I decided, maybe this is a little bit radical, but I decided that because if I ate food, I would just forget and never do it, that I wasn't going to eat until I made the coconut curry. And so I went through my day, and then around dinner time, I then made the coconut curry, and it was a little bit weird. There were some hiccups. I wasted some onion, unfortunately. I wasted some garlic, unfortunately. I got enough that I had what I needed, but we're actually gonna go to cold store, I think. We just need to make sure that we get a weapon, and we might as well take prepared because, you know, there's no reason not to, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I accidentally wasted some onion, accidentally wasted some garlic. I'm not happy with that, but I mean, when you're learning how to cook, you're probably gonna waste some food in the process. But you know, I got what I needed, and I put it all together, fried some of the vegetable stuff first, then you know, you add all the all the other stuff, and then make the sauce, and then let it all simmer. And, yeah, it came out pretty good. I think I'm gonna use less, oil in the future, because I think I used too much coconut oil. But it didn't taste bad. It actually tasted pretty good. I was just making it for me, so you're gonna have to take my word for it that I actually did enjoy it, but I think it was fine. I could definitely improve it in the future. It probably needs more salt as well. But less oil, more salt. That's kind of where I'm at currently. But yeah, no, it was pretty good. I had to stop myself from eating most of it. I had to put most of it in the fridge for later, because that's the whole point, is that you have a meal to eat later. But anyways, we got our seconds. We've got knowledge, dexterity, and charisma. Alright. And we've got light source, so I think that it's pretty understandable, I think, what we're going to do here. We're gonna try to get some, whatchamacallits. A heavy-duty flashlight, which I don't think the game's been updated yet, so we don't have to worry about the disastrous nerf and how we're all gonna be sad about that. Like, I'm sad about that. Insomnia's actually not that bad anymore. We definitely wouldn't consider, shit. Honestly, I mean, here's the thing. We have the old coin, right? So I guess it doesn't matter, but I can't wait for this to get buffed. This is gonna be so cool when it's buffed. It was everything but strength, right? So there's not really... Because we have the old coin, I'm gonna reroll. And I'm gonna reroll. And you hate to see that. You hate to see the 24 there. But we're using the old coin, so I think it's fine. I don't like it, but we're using the old coin, so I think it's completely fine. You can just get thrown out. That's cool. Now, other than the cooking arc, I'm gonna try to make the pie probably on either Friday or Saturday. What was I gonna say? Other than the cooking arc, I've had this horrible feeling all day that I've been forgetting something, but I've been going over everything that I needed to do, and I haven't needed to do anything. So it's like, it's super annoying because I feel like I'm forgetting to do something, but even the, I know why. It's because I had more to do than I normally did, and some of them were like strange circumstance, or unusual circumstance. That's probably the better way to put it. I had some unusual circumstances, and so basically what that means is that, you know, you have extra things that you need to remember, and even if you take care of those things, and they, you know, you don't forget them, because you had more on your plate than normal, you get to the point where it's like, uh-oh, did I forget something? And then you go through what you needed to do, and you're like, no, I didn't forget that, no, I didn't forget that, I remembered. And you just keep going down that list in your mind over and over and over again, like, did I forget that? Did I forget that? Did I remember that? And it's like, yeah. And so ultimately, it's a little bit weird. But, you know, don't forget to stay hydrated. But yeah, no, it's, I think it's ultimately fine. Freaky flood. Why is the city slowly sinking? And the worst part is, like, you vaguely remember some things, like, you're like, oh shit, did I want to do that? And then you're like, no, I decided not to do that. Because I was thinking about buying some Black Friday things. And I was like, am I really gonna do this? Am I really gonna play this game? Am I really gonna print these minis when I get my 3D printer set up? And the answer to that was no. And so I just decided not to buy them and let the deal go past. But because I was thinking about it for so long, it's probably like, oh shit, did I forget to buy those things? I was like, no, I didn't forget to buy those things. I consciously chose not to. But you know, the worst thing is I have no idea if I forgot something or not. I mean, elusive is good, don't get me wrong, but we can just get it later. I'm pretty sure it was everything but strength, so yeah, we can just go ahead and do that. That's not a ideal level up, I think. That's a pretty weird level up, but peculiar painting, botany, school scissors, ramen. We're gonna do it in a weird way, because I want to level up as many times as possible, so, school scissors, fuck it, we ball. We could die here, absolutely, but I think it's a risk that we can take. Mainly because we're about to level up again. So we, like, kill one enemy, even if that enemy beats us up a little bit. Why did I do this? I don't know. I feel like we just take the frostbite, right? And by that, I mean we take the minus. Yeah, we take the minus doom. I think that's fine. We can get that cured later. We're probably gonna get into a fight here, but hopefully the wooden bat can take care of that. Now, what we've got as sort of like an attack is not actually that bad. So throw the wooden bat. Go ahead and do this. We got Innsmouth look. That's completely fine. I'm okay with Innsmouth look. And actually, we can just guarantee that she's dead. I didn't even have to take a risk last turn. I did. It was an unnecessary risk. But here's the thing. I hit the gritty. Stalker Girl did not hit the gritty. Troll doll hanging from the ceiling. Not perfect. Probably like my second favorite. But, uh-oh. Now, this is a stamina boss. But bloated does something now, right? Does it? I guess we'll find out. Potentially. We have a pretty good chance here to just kind of like 85 it. Great. That's great. You know, I honestly like... I really like it when the game happens. I really don't want to throw an empty bottle, honestly. But I think we got to. I think throwing the empty bottle, assuming that we hit to 85% chances, that's just the better outcome. I don't want to do any of these yet. I would rather not, so let's go ahead and get knowledge up there. Because I would like to, it was a clap and a clap. So that was our, hold on, who was our first enemy? This is kind of important. I don't think we fought anybody in the first mystery, did we? I don't remember. So I'm gonna say bloated teacher. Leave it for later, that's fine. I don't want to get any doom. Now, if we could leave the vicinity, that would be really nice. That's also very good. I love getting free stuff. I love getting free stuff. But I was working on those Howling Banshees as well last night and earlier today when I had some free time. And I genuinely think I got screwed. I genuinely think I got screwed. And I'll elaborate more, but clap, clap, bow, bow, oh no. Clap. Okay, so 2 bows, 1 in the middle, 1 to the right of that. So that's all you gotta remember. Is 3rd and 4th are bows. But, yeah, no, I think I got completely screwed. Because, like, how do I put this? I can't actually figure out... I mean, that's pretty good, but I don't want that yet. Do I want to put a point to dexterity to get that up to 8? Yeah, sure. But, I have one that's almost built. I left the, I was waiting for the sword to finish, like, being cemented, because I use plastic cement. And then I was gonna put the gun on, and then she's done. But then I have one more, and I have that body that doesn't have any legs that are compatible with it. And I think that's so dumb if I accidentally screwed myself out of having a Howling Banshee, because I just followed the book chronologically. Like, it is dumb, right? Because it's like, you build the Exarch first, because she's the second thing you see in the book. The first thing you see is the character. So the second thing that you see in the book is the Exarch. And then she has 2 pages dedicated to her. And then you flip the page, and then it's Howling Banshee 1. And you look for the first few pieces for Howling Banshee 1, you glue them together because that's what you're supposed to do, and then, and only then, do you look to the next part, and then look, oh, look at all these parts that I only had one of that I don't have anymore. And so then you look at the other legs, and none of the other legs are compatible. And so, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, maybe I missed something, but it's really frustrating if I'm only gonna have 4 Howling Banshees. Because here's the thing, I think I said this in the last episode, but all of the back plates are the same, right? So you combine the torso and the back plate together to make the body. And because I did that, so all the back plates are the same, but the torsos are different, and the torsos determine what legs you can use. And so for some reason, there's just another torso that is the exact same as the Exarch one, but they only give you 1 pair of legs for the Exarch's torso. So you have 2 bodies, and they're both back to back in the rulebook, and if you use them, then you get screwed. I don't know if this is a Blood of the Phoenix thing, I don't know if I made a mistake, but like, listen, I was at that for probably like 30 minutes staring at that sprue and staring at that instruction manual, and I couldn't figure it out. So maybe I'm just a colossal dumbass. But typically speaking, when it says use leg 44, there's only one 44 on that sprue, and you used it already because it was the leg of the Exarch. Like, it's probably like a printing error or something? Like, of the instruction manual? I don't know, but it's really dumb. And it's really dumb. I might have to do like a conversion. Like, I know how to do milliput and green stuff at least a little bit. You know, you make like the joint out of green stuff, and then you like reinforce it with milliput, or like you put milliput over it because green stuff shrinks just a little bit, right? So I feel like with some conversion work, I could probably make the 2 legs that I have work. But it's just really annoying, right? Because it shouldn't even be an issue. Like because the Blood of the Phoenix thing is supposed to be for, you know, like new players. 2 people pool their money, buy it, 1 person takes the Eldar, 1 person takes the Dark Eldar. And they get, like, the rules, little narrative campaign to play, they get models. But, no. Suffer. Die, even. Fall. We're gonna do ramen, because ramen's pretty short. We are risking roads closed, but, you know, it is what it is. Also, we're gonna have to heal. I didn't think about that, actually. I did not think about how we're going to appropriately heal here. Curse signs, don't care. Curse signs, don't care. School nurse, by the way, because we do need to do that. And here's the thing. We just want to level up, like, 1 or 2 more times. That would be great. Politely answer. Oh my god, we succeeded? That's terrible. We might die here. But you just have to hit the gritty and hope for the best. That's horrible. Oh my god. 8% horror meter? I don't care about Doom. I care about the horror. Nice. Okay, so this is a runaway situation. Because, we're doing... I mean, we could technically kill it, but we don't have any way of increasing our, whatchamacallit. So, I'm gonna pay you, 10% horror meter to fuck off. Uh-oh. Okay, this got bad really fast. Like, really fast, actually. So throw that. We don't need it. Regain 1 reason. And then... 7, I guess? Actually, hold on. We go down to 6? Yeah, we go down to 6-1. Oh my god, yeah, sure. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. Forgot we were on Spider God. I forgot a skull emoji. Alright, Alright, horror? Chat, you want to peep the horror? I'm going to pay you 1 coin to fuck off. And now I'm going to rest a bunch of times to save the run. Neat. So, we now need a lot of EXP to level up, which is very sad. Also, you know, just, Jury's sanity is in remiss. She'd never seen something like this. Decide to walk. I don't know, I don't like having 5 reason. I would rather not. I would rather, very much so. Oh, come on. I mean, I'm gonna do it because it's perception, but, like, yeah, we rolled a 12. Hey, look who it is. Wow, that's crazy. Just all my smile and optimism gone. Alright, hey, listen, we can just fight this. It's completely fine. We can just fight this. Look at that. Oh. And we got holes? Damn. So, not ideal, I think, but probably remotely fine. Not a big deal. It would have been nice to level up from that. Oh. Oh, just the blood moon, everybody. It's just the blood moon. It's just panic. Stacking. No worries over here. Jury's fine. Botany, painting. I mean, we're gonna level up soon, so I guess we can do painting. I don't really want to, though. But we will. I mean... The thing that's so bad about this is, like, we've got nothing. Like, we've got no resources at all. So I think we do painting last, actually, yeah. Yeah, it's a weird one, but I think we do. And we're probably gonna have to rest as well before we, Probably gonna have to rest as well. This guy's a dickhead. So we still can't attack twice with our strong attack, which would kill him in 2 turns. So do we just go with what we did before, where it's like we do, yeah, we just do 24 damage, hope for the best? We can't guarantee that, because that's a 3-5 right there, so... Yeah, I love this. This is so fun. And I mean, if we miss once, we're screwed a little bit, but it literally doesn't matter which one of these hit as long as both do. Yeah, alright. You missed the attack. That's very funny. Very funny haha joke. Well memed Time Warper. So, you know how The one good thing about playing Jury is that after you don't care about the horror meter anymore, you have like 80 Doom to play around with, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, sounds plausible. That's nice. Escapee plus 2 dexterity. Yeah, we can make that happen. Or do I try to do folklore studies right now? I really would like my knowledge to get a lot better. I wanted to get 2 knowledge from this level up, and I did. Isn't that cool? So we're just in remiss at this point, like, for real. For real, we're in remiss. 63% Doom, I think we can close out. I would like to spend 1 fund, though. We can spend 2 sanity, I think. 7-6, huh? Going into the forest, and then the forest again? No, I take it back. Yeah. But 63 should be fine. We could get screwed. Yeah, whatever. Oh no, holes. But, we could get screwed. It's always an opportunity. It's always a possibility. Camp Dog, my beloved. We've got, the dog who was the only functional dog for several years. Patina Ring? I'll take it. Yeah, why not? That actually does let us get that, 8 dexterity, which that's pretty cool. Infested Girl. So, how's our block looking? Because I'd like to do that. So we can take 2 stamina and then we can kill her? I think that's what we can do, right? Ah, you piece. 1 knowledge off from being able to guarantee that she's dead. That's pretty scary, but alas, we're just gonna have to take the gambit. 85-95, you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. You gotta hit the gritty, and then you gotta miss the gritty. And then you gotta get stalked. Because World of Horror has no sense of letting the player have any fucking privacy. God damn. That was very lucky. Still 73% though, so that's not gonna be very... Like, 73% going into the final mystery is not usually that scary, but this is a longer mystery. We don't have access to the monument, and we're in the forest, so it's like, ooh. Also, if we got roads closed, then you can just fucking hit Q right then and there. Also, our health is fucked, which is a little bit sad. But yeah, you know, just, I think I speak for everyone in America when I say that you should meet your heroes and you should suffer to do so. For me, it's meeting Ishiro, a famous painter that I'm a big fan of. Now, I should be at the hospital right now, but, you know, it's actually quite important to be here. And so, we're just going to fucking die in the woods outside of his house because we couldn't investigate a fucking, tree. 4 EXP off. 4 EXP off. We don't even have paranoia, so I can't even, like, kill Kana or whatever. Can't even kill the dog. I would never. It's off the table completely. I can only make that joke because it is off the table. Honestly, a fun jury run, but also, I mean, listen, I meant what I said earlier. We could get, oh my god, 2-3-3-2, let's go. But, you know, sometimes you get owned by RNG, and sometimes you just have to, like, spam rest, and it's still not enough. That's absolutely crazy to me, is how many times we rested, and it still was not enough. So, like, I don't know. I haven't played Jury enough, and obviously, like, I mostly play this game for these episodes, so that probably shouldn't surprise you, but I feel like I have not identified the Jury meta of, like, do you take the plus 4% horror perks while you have the horror chasing you? Because, I mean, the thing is, Jury really just has her stats, and stats in Harbinger of Doom are really bad, and so it's like, I think you need to guarantee that you get those perks if you see them. But it's really weird, right? Like, it's really weird that she's all about her perks, and by that I mean she's all about her stats, and she's all about her accuracy. And unfortunately, we had situations there where her stats didn't really matter, and her accuracy was seriously hindered. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror. Stay safe out there. Bye!